Good morning, children. Hope you are all well in your homes. Stay home, stay safe, and take care of yourself also and your family also. Today we are going to start the poem Mist, composed by P.G. Wodehouse. P.G. Wodehouse was a comic composer. He was a novelist who composed on comedy. He was also a short story writer, lyricist and a playwright. His compositions are well renowned throughout the world for the comedy and language he used in his compositions. This is also a comic poem. So let us start now. Now children, can you identify the balls? The first picture is of a basketball, then a cricket ball, a volleyball, rugby ball, golf ball and football. Now, this is the first stanza of the poem and I would read out first and then explain. Now students, you will see I have marked some lines with green in the poem. Please mark these lines as these lines are the key lines, okay? And you may have questions based on these lines. The sun in the heavens was beaming, the breeze bore an odor of hay. My fanels were spotless and gleaming, my heart was unclouded and gay. The ladies, all gaily apparelled, sat round looking on at the match. In the treetops the dicky birds caroled, all was peace till I bungled that catch. That means here the poet is describing how nature had bestowed the best that day. It was a sunny day, it was a breezy day and filled with odor of hay. He was in his bright dress which was spotless and gleaming. His heart was also very gay, that means he was very happy, and many ladies were there all to see the progress of the match. And dicky birds were also singing. Everything was very happy, very peaceful, but suddenly everybody was displeased. Why? Because suddenly our poet missed a very simple catch. Now we come to the second stanza. My attention, the magic of summer, had lured from the game, which was wrong. The bee, that inveterate hummer, was droning its favorite song. It was tenderly dreaming of Clara. On her not a girl is a patch. When a horror there soared through the air, a decidedly possible catch. So, the attention of the poet was distracted because of the magic of summer. Magic of summer means what happens during summer. That means the dicky birds were singing, it was a bright sunny day, and the bee was also droning there, it was humming. And when he saw the ladies in the gallery, he remembered his friend Clara, and also told that no girl there in this gallery was a match to Clara. That is why he particularly told this line, I was tenderly dreaming of Clara, on her not a girl is a patch. Understood? And when he was lost in the thoughts, he missed the very possible catch. We come to the third stanza. I heard in a stupor the bawler emit a self-satisfied ah. The small boys who sat on the roller set up an expectant hurrah. The batsman with grief from the wicket himself had begun to detach, and I uttered a groan and turned sick. It was over. I had buttered the catch. Here the poet describes what was the reaction of the bowler. First, he was in a shock because he knew such a ball would surely bring down the wicket. The boys who were sitting on the roller is a machine which is used to make the pitch even. So the roller was there somewhere in the field, and some small boys were sitting there. They also shouted hurrah, because they understood that the wicket was down. The batsman was also engraved because he thought he was no more in the play, and he began to detach. Detach means he was going back to pavilion. But all this finished up. Why? Because our poet missed a very simple catch. You students must have heard people saying catch miss, match miss. So here it was a miss of catch. So everybody was very disheartened. So now we come to the fourth paragraph. In the fourth stanza, the poet has written, Oh never if I live to 1,000,000, shall I feel such a terrible pang. From the seats in the far off pavilion, a loud wail of ecstasy rang. By the handful my hair, which is a burn, I tore with a wrench from my thatch, and my heart was seared deep with a raw burn, at the thought that I had fuzzled that catch. So, what he is explaining here, the poet in this stanza is saying that if he lives to 1,000,000 years also, he will never forget this terrible pang. Terrible pang means terrible pain. He was really disheartened about what he had done. From the seats in the far off pavilion, a loud wail of ecstasy rang. So, far off pavilion, people were very happy and they shouted to express their happiness. And in shame, displeasure, our poet teared off handful of hair from his head. Thatch here represents head. Wrench means to tear up. And his hair was a burn. A burn means reddish in color. His heart was really very sad because he had missed a very simple catch. Now we come to the last stanza. Ah, the bowler's low, querulous mutter, points loud, unforgettable scoff. Oh, give me my driver and putter, henceforward my game shall be golf. If I am asked to play cricket hereafter, I am wholly determined to scratch. Life's void of all pleasure and laughter, I bungled the easiest catch. Here the poet explains that the bowler made a scoff, that means a sound which showed he was not pleased. Okay. Oh, give my driver and putter means the poet asked for driver and putter. Like in cricket, bat and ball is used, driver and putter is used in playing golf. And he said from thereafter he would play only golf and would scratch himself. That means move away totally from cricket. He will never play cricket because life's void of all pleasure and laughter. His life is void. Void, do you understand? I think that means will become a blank of all pleasure and laughter because he has missed the easiest catch. Hope you all have understood the poem. Thank you. Have a good day.